And good evening. Welcome back out again here to Stanberry High School for the third game of the night here on opening night of Stanberry Invitational Tournament action, the 46th annual, our 46th Stanberry Invitational Tournament. I'd like to thank our sponsors here for this matchup between the number 2 seed Platte Valley Girls and the number 7 seed Mound City Girls. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Penny John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany, and Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Albany Hy-Vee and Schultz of Albany, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the Mound City School District and the Spec Shop of Stanberry and Maryville, Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry, the South Nottoway School District, Jefferson School District, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany, and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Mike, it was a Platte Valley girls team that we haven't seen since the Albany tournament where the 1 seed lost in a tough championship game as they lost to
Worth County.
It was the Worth County girls, yes, who are the 1 seed here in this tournament. We thought that maybe some time playing with each other, again, the first year co-oping between Jefferson and South Nottoway might do them some favors, getting used to playing with each other.
Well, and I'll be interested to see what that looks like, because we both commented on that during the Albany tournament. We looked like sometimes there was just a little bit of deference paid to one another from different schools, and I guess it's an admirable quality that you want to make everybody feel a part of things, but there's sometimes you just go ahead. You're a good player, just go ahead and play and do what you do within the structure of what Coach Peterson wants. And one of the things that you know about Platte Valley, a lot of depth and a lot of size inside, but when you've got both, they've got several girls that can play in the guard court. They were without Malia Collins for a period of time. I think she's back tonight, I believe. And they're going against a Mound City team that's really looks young, at least looking at the program. Haven't seen them, but they're trying to rebuild from their glory years. And they got a couple of seniors. Law Kemper, Quilty, I think, is another one.
Actually, it's Dara Young and Danielle Brandon.
Okay. Isn't there I think
I said Quilty is a sophomore.
Low Kempers are both younger?
Well, Cameron Law Kemper, Dara Young, and Danielle Brandon are the 3 seniors there. Yeah.
And so they're going to lean on those kids a lot, and they do have a little bit of size inside. Whether it's size that's going to be equipped to go against the Platte Valley kids, it's going to be interesting to see there. But you got Coach Derek Petty. You got a good track record with that team, and you would expect them to be competitive at the very least.
And we'll be back with the starting lineups after this quick BTC Bank pregame timeout on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Welcome back out again to Stanberry as we get set here for the starting lineups here for this matchup between Platte Valley and Mound City girls. As we get set here for the starting lineups, we'll let them take it away at the scorer's table. So again, a look at your starters here for Mound City. It'll be Kendall Hucks, Cameron Longkemper, and Elizabeth Longkemper, Dara Young, and Danielle Brandon. For Platte Valley, Kaylin Lemaster, Hannah Wilmus, Stephanie Turpin, Ashley Matson, and Jacqueline Papper. And as we prepare for tonight's opening Schultz tip-off, don't forget to start your morning or trip with a stop at Schultz in Albany for an ice cold fountain drink or a hot cup of coffee, not an ice cold coffee. I don't know, Mike. Are you in favor of one of those iced coffees?
I am not an iced coffee guy.
I'm not even a coffee guy, so I'm definitely not an iced coffee guy.
2 cups of hot coffee in the morning, and I'm good for the day. I don't drink it through the course of the day.
It'll be Mound City that wins the opening Schultz tip-off. Again, Mound City wearing their road purple uniforms with gold lettering outlined in white. Platte Valley wearing their home white uniforms with maroon lettering outlined in blue. As the ball will go out of bounds here off of Mound City. Stephanie Turpin will bring it across the center court logo here at Stanberry High School for Platte Valley. Sends it over to the right wing. Now here for Hannah Wilmus. Brings it inside for Jacqueline Pappert. Back up top to the key, Turpin. Turpin to Wilmus. Back into Pappert on the right block. She'll go up and lay it up good for 2.
Well, you can see the game plan for both teams. They get it down inside. Longkemper, a freshman, going to have her hands full down low. Is working hard in the post, but
Brandon will get it out for Dara Young. Has the ball stolen away here by Turpin. Goes up, lays it up with her left hand, up and good for 2 for Platte Valley. Minute gone here in the ball game. It's a 4-0 Platte Valley lead. Young trying to send it across for Danielle Brandon. It's going to go over her head, out of bounds. Turpin brings it across again here for Platte Valley over to the right wing for Wilmus. Up to the top of the key for Lemaster. Left wing Turpin. Wilmus over to Lemaster. Gets a screen from Pappert. Now Pappert sends it across court for Wilmus inside to Matson. Back out to Turpin on the wing. She'll drive into the paint. Lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Pappert will knock it over to Wilmus. She'll go up and lay it off the glass, in for 2.
Well, I'm glad to see Wilmus back because she had a knee injury in the Albany tournament.
As Turpin will come away with the steal and lays it up with her right hand this time. 8-0. Platte Valley with the lead, 1:48 in the ball game, and a 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout taken by Mound City. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Bringing it across here for Mound City there was Kendall Hucks. And now a travel going to be called here against Dara Young.
As I started to say, it's good to see Wilmus back. She had a knee injury in the Albany tournament and has a little history with knee injuries. And I think the preliminary thinking by some, not in the medical profession, was maybe she had an ACL tear again. And it's good to see her back.
The Master gets it to Matson, who throws it over to Pappert, trying to send it into the corner for Lemaster. Stolen away here by Hucks. Hucks over to the left wing this time now for the senior Longkemper. Brandon's shot there blocked a little bit by Wilmus. After the jump ball, Platte Valley will take over as Turpin with it on the right wing. Left wing for Pappert into the corner. Wilmus shot from 3. She'll drain it from behind the arc. 11-0. Platte Valley with a lead. 5:10 left to play in the first quarter. Hucks brings it across for Mound City. Trying to send it in there for Cameron Lawkemper. Stolen away by Pappert. Gets it out now for Lemaster. Then to Turpin, who goes up and under. Can't get it to fall, though, as Cameron Lawkemper comes away with the rebound. And Kendall Hucks will do the duties of bringing it across the center court logo. Daniel Brandon, right wing, drives in and tripped up, and foul called here against Platte Valley. First team foul, first personal foul as well, as this one is going to go against Stephanie Turpin. Checking in here for Platte Valley, Sarah Langford will check in. Also checking in is going to be Sydney Dean and Claire Galbraith. Checking in there for Mound City was Sydney Meadows and Taylor Quilty. Quilty had it up at the top of the key, stolen away. As driving is Langford, can't get it to fall. Turpin there on the putback will be fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Or actually, they're going to call it here on the floor.
Okay.
I thought it was a shooting foul, but maybe not.
Kind of a delayed call. I thought we were going to get the.
She didn't make it, so we'll give her
Yeah,
the
we'll
opportunity
call the foul. Yeah.
Foul there was called against Taylor Quilty, her first personal, first team foul as they try to get it into Dean. Jump ball will be called. That'll go now for Mound City. As Matson will check in now here for Pappert. (11-0) Platte Valley with a lead. 4:15 left to play here in this first quarter. Sydney Meadows will bring it across now here for the Lady Panthers. And it'll be thrown out of bounds behind Taylor Quilty.
And Mound City's just really having trouble getting anything done against this Platte Valley pressure. I don't know, have they gotten a shot off yet? I don't remember
I
one
believe
if
they've
they
gotten
have.
one, and I believe it was blocked.
Okay.
Up to the top key for Turpin, right wing for Langford. Matson on the right elbow, gives it back to Langford. Top of the key, Turpin, she'll drive. Gets it out to Matson now for Langford. Has it stolen away. Meadows goes up, lays it up, can't get it to fall. And it's going to be quickly picked up here by Claire Galbraith and stolen away in the backcourt by Danielle Brandon.
And if you're going to run the floor, you better look for the ball. Although I don't know, had she seen it, I don't know if she could have caught it. It would have spun her around.
Cameron Lawkemper sends it over to Quilty on the left wing. Sends it up to Brandon up at the top of the key. Bailey Long over for Lawkemper. Cameron Lawkemper trying to send it inside to Meadows, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds here off of Platte Valley. Checking back in is going to be Elizabeth Lawkemper. Also checking in Dara Young. As Cameron Lawkemper, Danielle Brandon will check out. Turpin will check out along with Sarah Langford. As Lemaster will check back in along with Wilmus. Ball inbounds here for Young. Up to the top of the key for Quilty. Quilty gets it out here for Elizabeth Lawkemper. Drives up, puts it up too hard. As Matson is going to be thrown off a little bit as Lawkemper goes up, can't get it to fall again. Wilmus shot from 3, off the back of the iron, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up here by Young. Bringing it across here is going to be Meadows. Gets it up to Young up at the top of the key. Pass for Bailey Long. Little high.
Yeah. Just even when you get an opening, it's just so there's going so quick to try to convert that still having trouble making connections.
Now checking in here for Platte Valley is going to be Maya Wiederholt along with Jacqueline Pappert. Also checking in here for the first time tonight is Malia Collins. The Master will send it up to Collins over to the right wing for Wilmus. Trying to bring it into Pappert. It's going to be out of reach, out of bounds. Mound City basketball. Underneath 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. been kind of stuck on 11-0 here for a little while.
Yeah, just like that particular pass, it's just a tough angle to get the ball in. You just almost want your wing player to take a dribble toward the baseline and improve the passing angle.
Quilty's shot there rejected away by Wilmus, picked up by Lawkemper, now stolen away here by Collins. Collins goes up and lays it up with her left hand, up and good.
Malia Collins, usually one of their starters, as you said,
I think it was a wrist or a hand injury.
had a break and back in action. I don't know if this is her first time back. But otherwise, I'm sure you would see her in the starting lineup, just working her way back into it.
Hucks will check in here for Quilty for Mound City, as they trail 13-0 here to Platte Valley with 1:15 left to play in the first. Wilmus up for LeMaster. Left wing, Collins, she'll drive. And trying to leave it off. That time for Wiederholt, but a foul going to be called on the floor against Mound City. And the foul there is going to go against Taylor Quilty. That'll be her second personal, team second. Collins with the inbounds off the iron. Tipped around, rebounded by Wiederholt, as she'll get it to Pappert. Collins again to LeMaster, puts up a shot from three. Rolls out, no good.
Really like the way LeMaster does some things, and you almost want to say just relax and turn loose and play.
Kendall Hucks will send it up to the top of the key here for Elizabeth Lawkemper, trying to send it inside to Meadows. Lawkemper's shot is no good, but she will be fouled and go to the line to shoot two. The first foul here against Malia Collins. Second team foul. As Elizabeth Lawkemper's first free throw off the front of the iron. Second free throw attempt is up and good, as she gets Mound City on the board here. LeMaster left wing. Now Turpin with it up at the top of the key. 15 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Now Collins will take over with 13 seconds. Collins to Turpin, all alone on the right side. Drives, can't get it to fall. Ball tipped around, picked up now here by Meadows. 13-1, it's Platte Valley with a lead here over Mound City. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Platte Valley will start out with the basketball to start out this second quarter. Wilmus with it, left wing. Sends it out for Turpin into the corner. Back up to Wilmus, top of the key to Turpin, left wing. Sends it across. Wilmus had the three, but chose to pass it up. They get it to Pappert on the block. Now back up to Wilmus. LeMaster into Pappert. Out to Madsen at the free throw line. Right wing for Turpin. LeMaster to Wilmus. Sends it across now again for Turpin. Wilmus will now drive. Puts up a shot inside the paint off the iron. Matson keeps it alive, but it'll be knocked out of bounds there by Papert. A 52-second possession. No points there for Platte Valley.
Well, plenty of shots passed up in that. Wilmus had a couple of looks at three.
So Wilmus had about 2 or 3 open threes that she passed up.
And got the ball deep into Papert in the low post and didn't look to convert.
Danielle Brandon hits a 3 from behind the arc there for Mound City. 13-4 now. Matson finds Papert, knocks it into the corner for LeMaster. Short, no good. Rebound's going to be made by Young. Hucks with the basketball up at the top of the key. And a 5-second call goes here against Mound City, and it'll be Platte Valley basketball. And now a timeout's going to be called here by Coach Peterson of Platte Valley. We're back with more after this 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 13-4. Platte Valley has lead over Mound City in this matchup of the 2-7 seeds on the girls' side of the bracket.
Mound City really playing a sagging man-to-man, and Platte Valley's passed up some shots.
Papert's shot, no good. Ball knocked away from Brandon, and there's going to be a jump ball that is going to go to Mound City.
And you wonder if that was maybe the focus of that timeout is, hey, we passed up a bunch of pretty good looks in that last possession.
Young will send it up to Cameron Longkemper up at the top of the key. Over the left wing for Brandon. She hit a 3 on the last, or 2 possessions go for Mound City. As that one rolls out, no good. Comes away with her own rebound, though. But she's going to get tied up with Wilmus, and it'll be a jump ball that'll go now for Platte Valley.
Well, this game started out 11-0 in about the first 3 minutes, and we thought, well, we're looking at a blowout here, and then Platte Valley's just kind of hit a lull offensively.
LeMaster over to left wing for Turpin. Up to the top of the key, Wilmus. LeMaster right wing. Has the ball stripped there by Hucks. Ball knocked around, and Hucks will be out of bounds as she's fighting for it. So it'll be Platte Valley basketball. Over to the left wing. Here is Wilmus trying to feed it into Matson on the block. Now trying to feed Papert, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds here by Dara Young. And stays with Platte Valley. Papert inbounds now to Turpin over to the right wing for Wilmus. Into the corner for LeMaster. Master will get a screen there from Papert. Sends it to Papert right wing. Back to LeMaster up at the top of the key. Wilmus trying to feed Papert again on the block. Back out to Wilmus. To Turpin. Left wing for LeMaster. Feeding it into Matson. Now ball will be tipped and stolen away here by Danielle Brandon. Left wing is going to be Cameron Longkemper. As she'll trying to find Elizabeth Longkemper, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds here by Turpin. Dean will check in along with Galbraith for Platte Valley. Madsen will check out along with Wilmus. Young will check out here for Mound City, and checking in for her is going to be Sydney Meadows. Brandon gets it to to Elizabeth Longkemper. And I believe Danielle Brandon might have tweaked a knee. Has a big knee brace on her left knee there. Might have tweaked it there a little bit as Taylor Quilty will check in now. Trying to inbound there to Quilty. Foul going to be called against Platte Valley's Claire Galbraith. That'll be her first personal, team's third. 4:27 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Trying to get it inbounds to Meadows, stolen away by Dean. Gets it now for Turpin. Now to LeMaster. She lays it up good for two.
A nice feed by Turpin. I thought she was going to wait just a hair too long, but a nice feed and good finish by LeMaster.
Meadows trying to feed it in the corner for Quilty. Overhead, out of bounds. One job I don't really want to be as a photographer down on the floor. Kind of like on the side of the football field. Don't really want to be a photographer there either. Bailey Long will check in now here for Elizabeth Lawkemper. Turpin right wing. Drives. Now pulls it back out here. Open shot from three. Galbraith. Too hard, no good. Rebound is going to be made here by Mound City. Bringing it across. Here again is going to be Meadows over to left wing for Lawkemper. Gets it to Long. Up at the top of the key for Hucks. She will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two. Foul here against Platte Valley is going to go against Kaylin LeMaster. That'll be her first personal. Team's fourth. Lux's first free throw attempt. Off the mark to the right.
Well, and Platte Valley just not able to put them away. Mound City really having trouble scoring, but Platte Valley's just had trouble capitalizing on the offensive end themselves. Both teams playing man-to-man. Platte Valley more pressure man-to-man. Mound City more of a sagging man-to-man.
Dean with a shot from the baseline, up and good. 17-4. Platte Valley leads over Mound City with 3:13 left to play here in the second quarter. They try to get it to Long. It goes overhead, out of bounds. Pappert will check back in. Also checking back in here is going to be Hannah Wilmus. And also checking in is going to be Malia Collins, as Turpin, Dean, and Galbraith will check out.
And unless that post player was Salvador Perez, that was going to be a tough catch. Because that pass had some Chinese mustard on it, trying to get it in the post.
Wilmus with it, right wing. Sends it across court now for Collins, trying to feed it inside to Pappert. A little too hard as Madsen trying to punch the ball away to the top of the key, but it's going to go out of bounds here off of Platte Valley. Bringing it across here again is going to be Sydney Meadows. Lawkemper and Young ready to come in. Next check here for Mound City. Madsen not able to corral the pass, but it's going to go out of bounds here off of Mound City. Elizabeth Lawkemper will come in for Cameron Lawkemper. And Dara Young will come in here for Kendall Hucks. 17-4, Platte Valley with the lead as the inbounds goes here to Madsen. Puts up the shot, off the mark, no good. Rebound's going to be made by Long.
And Mound City does have some size down inside. Some of it's young, but they can put up at least an obstacle to post play.
Pass there for Meadows, knocked out of bounds. Looking there for Quilty. Remains Mound City basketball. 2:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Ball inbounds to Young up at the top of the key. Looking for Long. Now to Lawkemper. Lawkemper leaves it off for Young. She'll be called here for the travel with 1:48 left to play in the second. Quickly bringing it across is going to be Wilmus to Collins. Now quickly inside to Madsen. Can't get it to fall. Rebound's going to be made by Young. By Long. Meadows brings it across. Spin, sends it into the corner now for Lawkemper. Elizabeth Lawkemper steps back, puts up the shot off the iron. Out of bounds here off of Pappert. Now Turpin will check back in here for Collins with 1:20 left to play in the second. Elizabeth Lawkemper will inbounds. Inbounds here for Young. Drives in, trying to send it out to Meadows. Shot from inside the arc, no good. Rebound's going to be made here by Matson. Quickly gets it now to Turpin. Turpin off the backboard, up and good for two.
Good finish by Turpin. Thought she was going to try to force a pass across and just went ahead and finished. When you're on a fast break, you want to go with the idea you're going to shoot it until the defense commits themselves, and then you look to make the pass. And nobody came to stop Turpin that time. She just kept going to the basket and finished with a layup.
Turpin there called for the foul. She'll come out as she picks up her second. Long also will check out for Mound City, as Lawkemper will check in, and also checking in as Sarah Langford for Platte Valley. Cameron Lawkemper with it up at the top of the key. Feeding Elizabeth Lawkemper. She can't get it to fall. Picked up by Wilmus. Quickly out to Pappert. She'll knock it in off the glass. Something good for two.
Yeah, good look, good find by Wilmus. And now the Platte Valley trying to get out and run a little bit here.
They lead 21-4 with underneath 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Elizabeth Lawkemper drives in, trying to set it for the corner. Looking for Cameron Lawkemper out of bounds. 7.8 left to play here in the half. 21-4. Platte Valley with the lead in the basketball.
Now, if you're Wilmus, just get a hard push. That's not it.
Wilmus up to the top of key. Shot not going to be in time.
Yeah, Wilmus just dribbled herself out of a shot. She had one.
21-4. Platte Valley has the lead. We're back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Burlington Junction, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
If a sports injury sidelines you from your favorite activity, don't worry. You have a team of experts ready to help. From sprains and strains to breaks and more serious injuries, Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine professionals have the skill and experience to get you back in the game as fast as possible. For more information, visit mymosaiclifecare.org/sports. Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We're all in to get you back in. The administration, board, faculty, and staff at the Jefferson School District are proud of the accomplishments of all of the students enrolled at the Jefferson School District. The students at the Jefferson School District continue to soar in all of their extracurricular activities by putting in the hard work and dedication that is needed to succeed. The Jefferson School District wants to wish Platte Valley the best of luck during the Albany Tournament. The Mound City R2 School District's winning culture in their extracurricular activities stem from the roots of a Panthers education. The same hard work, determination, and work ethic that shows through on the playing surfaces is the same that the teachers and staff see each day in the classroom at the Mound City R2 school. Wishing the Mound City Panthers the best of luck at the Stanberry Tournament is the Mound City R2 School District. Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If you're searching for pain relief after an accident, experiencing an injury, or you suffer from a specific condition, Call Dr. Darcy Shearer at Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry at 660-235-8037. 660-235-8037.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry High School. Stanberry Invitational Tournament action between the number 2 seed Platte Valley Girls and the number 7 seed Mound City Girls. Like to thank our sponsors, the Printery and New Shopper of Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North of Albany, the Jefferson School District and South Nottoway School District, Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry, the Spec Shop of Stanberry and Maryville, Mound City School District and Mosaic Medical Center Albany, Northwest Cell Schultz of Albany and Albany Hy-Vee, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, and BTC Bank locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Again, we'll take a look at the unofficial stats here from the first half. For the Platte Valley girls, unofficially shooting 10 for 24 from the field. No free throws taken in the half there by Platte Valley. 1 for 5 unofficially from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Stephanie Turpin with 6 points, 5 points. Hannah Wilmus, 4 points for Jacqueline Pappert, 2 points for Kaylin Lemaster, and Malia Collins, 2 points for Sydney Dean. Mound City girls unofficially 1 for 11 from the field, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 for 1 from behind the three-point arc. That was Danielle Brandon, who leads the way with 3 points, 1 point for Elizabeth Lawkemper. So, Mike, it's Platte Valley, who at one point led 11-0, about 3 minutes here in the first quarter, and then kind of hit a lull, and then kind of picked it up a little bit there at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, I really thought we were looking at a blowout early. We still may be. It's a 17-point lead. But I just thought Mound City really sagged off down inside, and it looked like the emphasis was to get the ball down inside, which is great. I'm surprised they took 5 shots from the three-point line because they've had a lot of looks at the three-pointer, and to their credit, they're trying to get better shots, but you wonder, there's a timeout called by Coach Peterson. Starts second half. And Platte Valley had about a 50 to 55-second possession.
Yeah.
And passed up, I think, conservatively, 3 to 5 really good looks.
Yes.
That they could have taken somewhere along the way. And I don't know I think they may have, I don't know if they turned it over at the end of that or what exactly happened.
I think they put up yes, it was a turnover because they did not get a shot off there.
And they had a bunch of good looks at it. And he called timeout maybe to try to see if he could loosen things up a little bit. And I think toward the end, I mean, we're looking at an 8-point second quarter. And really, if it hadn't been for a couple of fast break layups right at the end of the first half, they would have really had their struggles in the second quarter. So I think that's one of the biggest things that Coach Peterson's got to be talking about is what kind of shots. And maybe it's one of those, again, should I really take this shot? Or because, I can say from past experience, when you're a perimeter shooter and you miss a couple, you kind of get the idea. People in the stands think, God, I've been shooting. That guy's been shooting all night. You only missed a couple or 3 shots. So you miss a couple or 3 inside, nobody thinks a thing about it. And so I just wonder if that's an emphasis getting the ball inside. But, hey, they're going to make you shoot it out on the perimeter somewhere along the way. But on the other side, Platte Valley's defense has just really locked down Mound City. I mean, 4 points. They've just had a tough time getting into an offense. A lot of turnovers in the first half, just haven't gotten a lot of shots up even. And when they have, they've been somewhat forced. So in that regard, much credit to Platte Valley's defense.
21-4, it's Platte Valley with a lead over Mound City. We'll come back with the start of the second half when we come back in just a moment on Albany TV.
The board members, staff, teachers, and community members of the South Nottoway R4 School District in Barnard are proud of their students. The South Nottoway athletes use their hard work and perseverance that they learn in the classroom and apply it to their extracurricular activities. The South Nottoway R4 School District continuing to do what is best for students every day in everything they do. The South Nottoway R4 School District wants to wish Platte Valley the best of luck at the Albany Tournament. The Spec Shop in Stanberry and Maryville have over 30 years of experience in providing quality eye care.
Spec Shop features experienced doctors plus a large selection of frames for any budget and several brands of contacts in stock. Spec Shop has an in-house lab, which means that you get your lenses back quicker. For knowledgeable and friendly staff, contact the Spec Shop at 660-582-8911 in Maryville or 660-783-2870 in Stanberry.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Remember, your timeout or your halftime on Albany TV tonight has been brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. 21-4, Platte Valley leads as we get ready to start this third quarter, and it will be Platte Valley basketball. Kaylin Lemaster, Hannah Wilmus, Stephanie Turpin, Jacqueline Pappert, and Ashley Madsen will start out on the floor for Platte Valley. That'll be Cameron Elizabeth Lawkemper as Lemaster's shot goes off the inside of the iron, no good. From behind the arc, also out on the floor for Mound City is going to be Kendall Hucks, Dara Young, and also back on the court is Danielle Brandon as she was injured there in the second quarter. Wilmus comes away with the basketball, goes up, lays it off the glass, up and good for two.
Well, and get out and run may be the word of the half for Platte Valley. They're struggling their half-court offense, outrun the other team's defense before they can get set.
Elizabeth Lawkemper finds Hucks, and she is going to be fouled. Actually, they're going to call a jump ball here. That'll go to Mound City.
Good call by referee Mark Neff.
All inbounds there. And now stolen away here by Wilmus as she loses it. She'll kind of slow it up. Gets it, though, to Turpin as she goes and lays it off the glass. First we thought that Platte Valley was going to try and slow it up, and then Turpin was found driving down the court and found her for an easy layup. As pass there into Cameron Lawkemper will go overhead out of bounds. 25-4 Platte Valley with a 21-point lead. 6:35 left to play here in this third quarter. Turpin over to left wing for Lemaster. Shot from three. Up and good.
Well, and already you're starting to see a little bit of a change here. Really good shooter missed one, hit the next one. And we may be looking at the route maybe on that we expected a little earlier.
As it's tipped away by Lemaster. Picked up, though, by Hucks in the backcourt. Now knocked away by Wilmus. And a timeout's going to be called here by Mound City as Hucks was caught in a bad position there for Mound City. We're back with more in just a moment here on this Pettyjohn Auto Center timeout on Albany TV.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Show Test Coffee and Gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champs Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz Adult Beverages and Scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, 28-4. Platte Valley with the lead. Mound City with the basketball after the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Daniel Brandon loses it out of bounds. I believe they're going to say it went off Wilmus's leg. Kemper set to inbounds. Trying to get it to Hucks, but a foul going to be called here against Lemaster for the reach-in. That'll be her second personal, team's first. And Cameron Kemper will inbounds. Gets it to Hucks up at the top of the key. Hucks to Brandon on the left wing. She'll drive. Stops, puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall. Rebound's going to be made by Lemaster. And up to Wilmus. Lemaster back over to Turpin up at the top of the key. 5:25 left to play in the third. 28-4. Platte Valley with the lead. Lemaster, she's already knocked in one. Gets it to Pappert. She can't put it in.
There's a better job of entry into the post. I thought they'd been maybe just a little bit slow in getting the ball into the post. Not that the post players aren't open, but they're trying to set that cross screen down low, and you want to give it to them as they come off that screen if you think they're going to be open, so they can go right up and score with it.
Hucks' shot tipped away. Turpin goes up and lays it up. Good for two on the fast break. Turpin with 10 points here on the night. I believe all of them have been in transition on transition layups.
I think you're right.
30-4, Platte Valley with the lead. 3 new players ready to come in for Platte Valley. 2 for Mound City. For Mound City, it will be Haley Grist getting her first action along with Sydney Meadows. And it will be Claire Galbraith along with Sarah Langford and Sydney Dean for Platte Valley. Lemaster, Matson, and Wilmus will sit. And Danielle Brandon will sit for Mound City as it's stolen away by Langford. She'll go up with her right hand and lay it off the glass in for 2. Meadows' pass there, intended for Cameron Longkemper, is too high, out of bounds.
Well, and there's part of the difference. Early on, there were a lot of those in the first half, but the second half, a lot of those turnovers have been as a result of steals as opposed to just throwing the ball out of bounds.
Dean with it on the block. Sends it out to Galbraith. Now back into Dean. Dean sends it out this time. Now Langford shot from 3. Short, might have been tipped a little bit there by Mound City. (32-4). Platte Valley with the lead with halfway through the third quarter of play. Meadows will send it in the corner this time now for Cameron Longkemper. Trying to drive baseline, stripped there by Pappert, picked up here by Mound City. A jump ball will be forced. That'll go now for Platte Valley. Stephanie Turpin brings it across the center court logo here at the Stanberry High School gym. Galbraith right wing, Turpin. And a foul going to be called there against Platte Valley. Declared Galbraith. Turpin and Pappert will check out. Checking in, Wiederholt and Collins. Long will check in along with Quilty here for Mound City. Meadows with it over on the right wing. Sends it up to Longkemper. Shot from 3 is good. Elizabeth Longkemper hits one from behind the arc. Only 2 shots from the floor have come from behind the 3-point arc here for Mound City. A Sydney Dean shot rolls out, no good. Rebound made by Collins. She'll get it to Wiederholt. Bringing it back into Dean, now back out to Galbraith. Shot from 3. Too far, no good. To be picked up by Dean now for Wiederholt. Collins brings it into Dean on the block, and she's going to be fouled here by Long.
Well, and you see Platte Valley has loosened up a little bit from the perimeter. Haven't been overly effective, but they're not taking bad shots particularly.
Sydney Dean's free throw, no good. 32-7, Platte Valley with the lead here over Mound City. As the free throw from Dean. Off the mark to the right, Wiederholt comes away with the rebound, and as she falls to the floor, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Collins almost comes away with the steal. Now it'll be Quilty bringing it across. Quilty with it up at the top of the key, trying to get it to Meadows. The Quilty shot from just inside the three-point arc, no good. Rebound is made there by Sydney Dean. Gets it into Wiederholt on the block. She'll spin around, can't get it to fall. Rebound's going to be made by Longkemper.
Platte Valley trying to up-tempo maybe a little bit more this half.
Longkemper shot from 3. She's made 1. Can't get that one to fall. As Dean's going to be called here for the travel. Checking back in, Cameron Longkemper also checking back in. I guess checking in here is going to be Emmy Akers, and she'll get her first action. Quilty sends it up to Meadows. Backing into Quilty in the corner. Has it tipped away by Matson out of bounds, and it'll be Platte Valley basketball. 1:34 left to play here in this third quarter. Platte Valley leads 32-7. Langford brings it across over to Collins, left wing. She'll drive baseline. Leaves it off for Pappert off the front of the iron, no good. Send it into Matson on the block. Now back out again to Galbraith, back to Matson. Spins around, puts up the shot. She'll be fouled, and we'll go to line to shoot 2. Foul against Mound City will go against Emmy Akers. That'll be her first personal. As Matson's able to hit the first free throw. Turpin will check in. Also checking in here for Platte Valley is going to be Aaron Kemper. As Collins and Langford will check out. Off the iron that time by Matson. Rebound made though here by Platte Valley. Turpin with it up at the top of the key. 1:07 left to play in the third quarter, leading 33-7. Kemper over to left wing, this time for Turpin. Trying to feed it into Matson. Now to Pappert, shot no good. Now stolen away again here by Turpin, and she'll have it right wing. She'll drive. Pulls it back out to Pappert, up at the top of the key to Kemper. Left wing. Now back inside for Matson. Drives, can't get it to fall. Galbraith trying to keep it in play, but it's going to go this time to Mound City.
Mound City does have a little size inside, and they've really bothered the Platte Valley post players.
Cameron Longkemper at the top of the key. 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Trying to feed it up to the top of the key. It's back court violation as they try to get it out to Hallie Grist. Now checking in here for Platte Valley is going to be Aubrey Matson with 16.2 left to play in the third as she'll check in here for Pappert. 33-7, Platte Valley with the lead. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Turpin right wing, underneath 10 seconds. To Matson, left wing for Galbraith. 5, 3, Turpin to Kemper. Shot from 3, no good. 33-7 is the lead here for Platte Valley after 3 quarters of play. We're back with the fourth when we come back in just a moment on Albany TV.
The The administration, board, faculty, and staff at the Jefferson School District are proud of the accomplishments of all of the students enrolled at the Jefferson School District. The students at the Jefferson School District continue to soar in all of their extracurricular activities by putting in the hard work and dedication that is needed to succeed. The Jefferson School District wants to wish Platte Valley the best of luck during the Albany Tournament. The Mound City R2 School District's winning culture in their extracurricular activities stem from the roots of a Panthers education. The same hard work, determination, and work ethic that shows through on the playing surfaces is the same that the teachers and staff see each day in the classroom at the Mound City R2 School. Wishing the Mound City Panthers the best of luck at the Stanberry Tournament is the Mound City R2 School District.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, where it's a 33-7 lead. And it's Mound City's basketball to start out the fourth quarter. Shot from Danielle Brandon inside the three-point arc, no good. And then the shot there by Elizabeth Lawkemper, no good as well.
Brandon looks good shooting the basketball. Just had trouble knocked down a three early, but had trouble getting some things to drop. But the ball looks good leaving her hands.
She tweaked her knee a little bit there in the second quarter. Back playing again here in the second half. As Erin Kemper will knock it in off the glass from behind the arc to make it now a 36-7 Platte Valley lead. One more point from running clock here in the fourth quarter. Dari Young with it up at the top of the key. Over to left wing, driving in is Lux. Puts up the shot as she gets it to fall in, good for two. Kendall Hucks has her first points of the night. Stephanie Turpin over to left wing for Kemper. This time with her foot on the line, short, no good. And then Madsen with the two shots, can't get it to fall. And again, that's Aubrey Madsen, not Ashley Madsen. Over to the right wing again for Brandon. Trying to find a driving Hucks, and she is going to be, actually Platte Valley will be out of bounds there as they try and wrestle the ball away. Checking back in here is going to be Langford as well as Pappert and Wiederholt. And also checking back in is going to be Galbraith as Aubrey Madsen, Ashley Madsen. I could take that back. Galbraith checks out. Sorry, that was Wilmus that checked out there. And that's Kaylee Hauber that's newly entered in here for Platte Valley. As that one's tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Platte Valley basketball, 6:14 left in the fourth. 36-9 is the Platte Valley lead. If you're wondering about the national championship game, 2:20 left in the first quarter, tied up at 7-7. Erin Kemper on the right wing sends it now into Pappert, back out to Kemper up at the top of the key. Halmer back up to Kemper. Right wing for Langford, in now to Pappert, spins around, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Kemper comes away with the long rebound.
Looked like that might have been a foul.
Wiederholt throws it out, picked up by Halmer on the right wing. Kemper left wing, brings it inside for Pappert up at the top of the key. Shot from three from Halmer, bounces out, no good. Rebound is going to be made here by Kemper. Spinning around is Pappert as she's able to get it to go in, good for two.
And the help came, but it was just a little bit late, and I think it missed when she put the ball on the floor. Wide open look for Pappert.
Hucks, I believe, probably got away with a travel there, but threw it out of bounds as the basketball gods will give it back here to Platte Valley, as we'll have a line change here for Mound City. Quilty will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy Akers will check in along with Sydney Meadows. Hallie Grist will check in. Also checking in is going to be Emmy Akers. And then Emmy and also Taylor Quilty and Bailey Long. So the backups now in here for Mound City in this 38-9 Platte Valley lead with 4:45 left in the fourth. Dean into the corner. Shot from three, that time from Langford is no good. Kemper with it on the right wing up to the top to keep for Langford. Left wing for Halber. Back again to Kemper. Langford feeds it into Wiederholt. So now go up hard off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound's going to be made by Long. Meadows sends it across to the left wing, this time for Grist. To Quilty. To Meadows' right wing. 4:08 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Quilty left wing. Finds Meadows as she goes up and lays it off the glass. Good for two.
They've had a little success with that backdoor cut, just had trouble making connections. Had some people open, just couldn't get that time they get it in. They find her in decent shape where she can score. Either that or when they try to hit them, they try to hit them too late.
Sam Terry, Jessica Davis, and Aubrey Matson ready to come to the next check here for Platte Valley with 3.5 left to play in the fourth. Matson on the block, back out to Halber. Shot from three from the corner off the iron. Rebound made here by Grist. Quilty on the right wing. Up to Grist again up at the top of the key. Quilty shot from two. No good. Dean with the rebound. Into the corner for Halber. Gets it now for Wiederholt. Back again for Halber. Stolen away by Quilty. That's going to be a jump ball that's going to stay with Platte Valley. That will at least bring in the subs. Kemper will check out. Wiederholt will check out. Langford will check out. Underneath 3 left to play in this fourth quarter. Up at the top of the key with it here is going to be Sam Terry. Over to the right wing for Jessica Davis, into Dean. Up to the top of the key. Terry trying to bring it inside there for Aubrey Matson, stolen away by Taylor Quilty and Mound City.
Now we kind of got the benches emptied here. You still expect them to perform a little bit.
Meadows over to Quilty. Up now for Grist up at the top of the key. The free throw line to Meadows. Grist, shot from 3. Off the front of the iron. Rebound is made there by Sam Terry. Right wing for Halber, trying to feed it into Dean. Back into Halber. To Dean. Goes up hard, can't get it to fall. Rebound made there by Jessica Davis. And now to Aubrey Matson on the block. Back out to Halber. To Dean on the elbow. Gets it to Matson. Back out to Halber. 1:40 left to play in the fourth. Terry left wing. Maya Wiederholt ready to come back in the next check here for Platte Valley. Gets it to Aubrey Matson on the block. This time puts it up good for 2.
Good patience, got deep in the post, good delivery. Easy layup for Matson.
Meadows brings it across, sends it up for Grist. Over now for Quilty. Top of the key, Meadows. Sidesteps a defender, puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is going to be made here by Jessica Davis. Quickly trying to send it up now for Halber. Back to Davis. Left wing for Terry, trying to bring it in again to Matson. Again, she puts it up, can't get it to fall. Picked up by Meadows. .40 seconds left as Long will put it up and good for Mound City. 40-13, Platte Valley with a lead. Terry trying to bring it in that time to Dean, stolen away by Quilty. Platte Valley will move on to play Stanberry at 7:30 on Thursday. Mound City will play against King City at 4:30 on Wednesday. Spinning around, shot no good there. That time by Emmy Akers. (40-13) is your final. Platte Valley moves on. Again, they'll take on Stanberry. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame when we come back in just a moment.
Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If you're searching for pain relief after an accident, experiencing an injury, or you suffer from a specific condition, call Dr. Darcy Schieber at Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry at 660-235-8037. 660-235-8037.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Taking a look at the unofficial stats here during the BTC Bank postgame. Platte Valley shooting 18 for 53 from the field, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 3 for 14 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Stephanie Turpin with 10 points, 6 points for Jacqueline Pappert, 5 points for Kaylin Lemaster, 3 points for Aaron Kemper, 7 points for Hannah Wilmus, and then it was 2 points for Aubrey Matson and Sydney Dean, as well as Sarah Langford and Malia Collins, 1 point for Ashley Matson. For Mound City, they unofficially shot 5 for 25 from the field, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 for 4 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Elizabeth Lawkemper with 4 points, 3 points for Danielle Brandon, 2 points for Bailey Long, Kendall Hucks, and Sydney Meadows. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Platte Valley Mound City Girls. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Padsburg, and Illinois, Iowa. Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Albany Hy-Vee. Schultz of Albany, Northwest Cell. Mosaic Medical Center, Albany. The Mound City School District and the Spec Shop of Stanberry and Maryville. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry. The South Nottoway School District. The Jefferson School District and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany. And the Printer and New Shopper located in Albany. Next game coming up for you is the 2-7 seed on the boys' side. It's the Platte Valley boys taking on the St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys. That game coming up for you next here on Albany TV.